welcome to Core Body. My name is Kat Thomas, and today we're working on the lower body, so booty, legs, and we're actually going to give some healing love to the knees, and we're doing this all in 6 minutes. Now that may not seem like a lot of time, or to some of you it may actually seem like a lot of time, but think about it in this frame. You've got 1,440 minutes in each of your days, and all we're asking to connect the mind, body, and breath today is 6 minutes of those 1,440. So what you'll need is yourself, your beautiful self, of course. If you want some extra stability and support, grab a chair or go close to a wall. If you prefer wearing sneakers or shoes, go ahead and do those, but you can do this with just your bare feet. And I always like to use a mat, but if you only have a towel, that is fine. And I always suggest having a nice glass of water near you. So, and smiles. I always encourage smiles. So let's get started. I'll meet you on the mat. Okay, so here we are, and we've got a few different squats. Now, if squats in the past, like they have done for me, just kind of give me the ugh. These are actually kind of fluid things. We're going to move through them a minute at a time. And these exercises are actually meant for kind of a nice flow. And they're not meant to kind of be that high impact, high intensity workout. So limited mobility or limited flexibility, or you're doing an off day and you want to just still kind of get the blood flowing and the connections going, this exercise is for you. Again, make sure that you have your support systems nearby, but out of the way for right now. We're going to go through each pose in a minute at a time. You'll have about 10 seconds in between to kind of shimmy shake it off. Your first pose is going to be Sumo Pose. So I like to give my legs a nice little outward stretch a little further than that shoulders distance apart, but you honor your edge. My feet are 45 degrees, or about 2 o'clock or so, somewhere between 2 and 3 o'clock, whatever your times are. And you can start with your hands on your hips. If you want to add some spice, I'll show you what to do then. But you want to really maintain this nice strong core. So navel drawn in, crown of the head lifting up towards the sky, and draw the navel in. As you exhale, you're going to slowly lower it down. Inhale, lift and raise. And I'm going to start the clock, and we're going to start moving through this. So get yourself in line, in formation, and I want you to just kind of tilt the pelvic floor up as well so that spine stays nice and strong and tall. And I'm going to start the clock now. Okay, so take a deep breath in, and exhale, slowly release. And let's try and use that Ujjayi breath, or that oceanic breath, where we breathe in through the nose and exhale back out through the nose. It actually has a nice method of keeping the heart and mind calm. So if you're like me and you're a spicy attitude kind of gal, you can try and remember to use that when you get a little agitated in life. Take a few breaths with your mouth closed. So just keep the breath flowing. We're about halfway there already. If you want to add some spice, you can actually lift the arms up. I like to call this goddess. Some people call it sunflower. Spread those fingers wide and really feel the connection with the feet. The thighs are engaged, the navel's engaged. Almost there, 2 more seconds, and release. Go ahead and shake it out. Beautiful. See, that wasn't so bad. All right, for our next, we're going to do a side step squat. So we're going to start here in the center. I always like to add a little isometric. So I'm going to put my palms together and press into them. That just adds a little something extra. And I'm going to just go side to side and back to the center and then to the other side. So with any of these poses, if you want that extra support, you can always come over to your chair, or you can go over to a wall and do that as well. But I'm going to do that without. So I'm going to start the clock, and we're going to inhale through the center, exhale, and release. Go ahead, keep the navel drawn in, keep pressing into those palms. Engage. Now you want to engage on both the left and the right. You don't want to just use one part. You want to engage on both the left and the right. Now again, if you want to add some spice, you can extend the arms out. Even doing this is going to engage. So we're halfway there, you're doing great. And if you have weights or cans of food and you want to add them to this, you can do that as well. This is your 6 minutes out of 1,440 minutes. Keep the navel engaged, keep the back nice and strong. We got 3 more seconds, 1 more second, and release. Woo! Take a nice deep breath. Shake it out, shake it out. So the next one is going to be a jump squat or a frog squat. So this one I encourage, if you do have very limited mobility, flexibility, or knee issues, I want to suggest taking this very slow and taking your time and being very cautious and careful, as with any exercise. So we're going to bend down and jump up. Now, if you want, you can spread the legs out, bend down, and lift up. Bend down and lift up. For those that want to add that little bit of extra spice, we're going to bend down and jump up. Bend down and jump up. And if you want to add even more heat, you're going to do it a little more rapidly. So for those that are not wanting to hurt their knees or anything, again, you're just going to bend down and lift. Bend down and lift. Again, we are working with our core and with our lower body. So, just as you were when we first set up for sumo, feet are about 2 o'clock, and we are spread out a little further than hips distance apart. I'll set the timer, and away we go. I'll start slow. Remember, keep the breath flowing, keep the navel engaged. And you know what? I'm telling you, if you smile right now, you're either going to laugh at me, which will help you make it through, because we're already halfway there, or it's going to help you get through this even more. You're doing great. Just imagine, you're almost finished with your 6 minutes, and your lower body is connecting to all that is fabulous. Mind, body, breath, becoming rich with nutrients and oxygen and blood flow. 2 more seconds. 1 more. Woohoo! Shake it out. Wonderful. All right. You ready? We've got squat pulses. So, set your legs up once again. You know the drill now. And we're just gonna pulse and pulse and pulse. Now, you can add a little bit of spice or a lot of spice. So, a little bit of spice. We're gonna pulse down. 1 foot lifts, or 1 heel, I should say, lifts at a time. If you wanna add some more spice, you're gonna bring your arms out in front of you. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Lift 1 heel at a time. All right, I'm going to start the clock. Yeah, we didn't even start yet. All right, and everybody, and sink, and pulse, pulse. Again, you want to draw the navel in, crown of the head, lifting high towards the ceiling. Go a little lower, I know you can do it. Should feel that nice shake and firelight in the thighs. That just means you're alive. And again, if you want to add a little spice, lift 1 heel at a time. If you want to add some extra spiciness, you can bring those arms out in front of you. Keep them high, palms turned up. There you go. Keep breathing. You're doing great. We're more than halfway there. You're almost done with this exercise. We've got 5 more seconds. In 2, and 1, core body, she's all right. So this next one is the easiest one to remember how to do because we're just gonna squat and hold. So you can make your way to the wall if you want. Use that as support. You can use your prop, your chair, or you can be extra spicy and crazy and just squat down. Now honor your edge and take your time. If you need to come out of it before the minute's up, go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna start the clock and let's go. I wonder what I'm gonna eat tonight for dinner. Now, again, your heart might be beating a little faster than normal. So remember that oceanic or Ujjayi breath. So the Ujjayi breath is actually a calming breath, hence the name oceanic, when the ocean's calm. And you can actually hear it in the back of your throat when you get used to doing it. And it kind of like closes up the vocal cords and you can hear that sort of sound back in the back of the throat. Like such. But what it does is it sends signals to the rest of the body and it slows things down. We're almost there, 3 more seconds. And release, shake it out. Woohoo! All right, almost there. I bet you're excited. We've got one more thing to do together. Giving you a few extra seconds. You've been doing great. I'm so excited for us. All right, so for our last, we're just gonna do some taps, lifting those knees nice and tall. And I want you to really try and focus on not bending side to side. So work on your balance, and hopefully you're gonna do this exercise more than once during the week. I want you to, instead of kind of like going side to side, I want you to work on your balance, staying nice and connected. Bring your hands up 90 degrees to the floor and see if you can get your knees to touch. All right? This is our last minute together, and away we go. Navel drawn in, keep the breath flowing. You're doing great. Those hips are loving you. Smile, because you are all there is, and all there is love. And I know that seems a little wild right now in these days, but if we do recall and remember and connect our mind, body, and breath, it'll be much easier to realize and bring that to light for us all. So we start with our bodies, we start with our breath, we connect all of those things to the world around us, and here we are together. So we've got just under 15 seconds left. I'm so honored and grateful for you for joining me today. Please don't forget to like, if you did, this video. Check out some of my other quickies, and please share and subscribe to Core Body and Mind. What do you think about that sound? It's a wonderful sound. Many of you might know it because it's an alarm sound. So again, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well, may you be safe and at peace. Namaste. My name is Kat Thomas.